Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. And tonight, I got some rumors. I got pictures. I got video. I got a contractor coming to knock my wall out so I can fit Metroplex in here. But let's just get into it. Last night, I told y'all about a 4-foot Metroplex. And indeed, you can see the robot mode. Now, a lot of these are like Magic Square. Like, they're not Hasbro-sized toys. But you can see Thrilling 30's Metroplex on the floor in base mode, also between this one's legs, and it is so little. It looks like a core class toy compared to this thing. Look at, you can see Titan class Omega Supreme fits on the track that comes out of Metroplex's chest, and he still has room on the sides. You'll see that also in the video. Now, I put more pictures of this at the end. But this guy is massive. Even with these Magic Square toys and the smaller toys, being on him, which obviously look even better. Obviously. Like, I can't wait to see what this looks like with core class toys on it. I showed my wife last night. She was like, I don't think you have room for that in your studio. You would have to, get rid of a toy or something. Or I could call a contractor and add a couple feet onto this room. Because this thing is a must-have. 4-foot Metroplex, $1,000. I mean, we waste $1,000 a year, on dumb stuff. We do that like at Starbucks. Just, you know what I mean? If you want it, get it. But here's the rumors. So I'm going to show a slow slide of all 13 primes. This is not going to be in order. I tried to do that. It would take too long. I'm just going to start from the top, go down to the bottom. But by the time I get to the bottom, you'll understand what the rumor is. So if you buy all 13 primes, Prima comes with the original Matrix of Leadership. Prima also had the Star Saber, the Requiem Blaster, Megatronus, the Shimmerer Stone, wielded by Micronus, the Infinite Carbonaric, I'm not sure what that is, the Chaos Edge, wielded by Nexus Prime, the Cyber Caliber, also wielded by Nexus Prime, the Quill, wielded by Alpha Trion. Also, the Covenant of the Primus, welded by Alpha Trion. The Omni Saber, welded by Nexus Prime. The Blades of Time, welded by Vector Prime. Forge of Solus Prime, formerly welded by Solus Prime. The Ember Stone, welded by Quintus. The Triptych Mass, welded by Onyx Prime. The Lenses, welded by Alchemist Prime. And the Transformation Cog, welded by Amalgamus Prime. When these toys come out, if you take all of their weapons, supposedly, you can put them together to form one giant weapon for the already made up, thought of, Hasbro planned end-all Titan for the Age of the Primes, which is rumored to be Primus. And we've been saying this for years, that we need a new one. They know. They've heard us. And you know what? I think these first couple, Titans that we get. Now, I'm happy about the Triptychon one, because a lot of people missed out on Triptychon. I've talked about him enough this week, but you understand he is the greatest Titan they ever made. But when they do a new mold for a Titan in this Age of the Primes line, it would have to be Primus or Unicron. Have to be. If not both. To me, that's how they should end it. And when they end Age of the Primes, give us Unicron and Primus that same year. Double Titans. Charges 200 apiece. You know what I mean? Or you're not making a 2-pack. $350. I know they would never do that. But the point is, if you put all these weapons together, you can form a giant weapon for Primus, which is rumored to be. And who knows? They might even do, well, that would be stupid if they did Primus in the Star Convoy size. Primus has to be huge. Actually, you know what? Like, just being honest, if they did a 4-foot Primus, then you'd have like a 4-foot beach ball. So yeah, I guess that wouldn't be fun to play with. But Primus to me should be, the Titans at the least Titan scale, a real Titan. I wouldn't mind, if he happened to scale with Fort Max and Metroplex or whoever else, Scorponok or whatever. Just give us a bigger, newer Primus. The old one, I just bought the old one like about a year ago, a year, 2 years ago, and I don't get me wrong, I love it. It's still a fantastic toy. It's a very fantastic toy. But we could use a new one, a newer version, a newer, bigger version. I understand that transforming a robot into a planet, the planet mode is not going to be the most fun because it's just a giant ball. Then you have HasLab Unicron that you could separate the whole planet from the robot, have the ball and the planet, but minus the rings. So either way, I'm anxious to see how they do this and what they do with Primus. Now, speaking of Megatronus and speaking of the rest of the Primes, we got some new images of Megatronus, okay, which then still furthers my theory and these rumors that I saw that Primus could very well be coming. Because look at how many things Megatronus comes with. You know what I mean? And like, look, okay, like take this version of Primus. Titan scale, easy on the paint, blue, gray, red. That's it. And some light blue. Yellow highlights. This would be fun and make him turn into his, battle station and into his planet mode or whatever. But yeah, come on, Hasbro. If we can't get a gun of 86 Megatron, can we at least get Primus and a new Megatron? I mean, a new Unicron. That would be the best way to end off Age of Primes. But sorry, I got excited. I got sidetracked. Back to Megatronus. Look at all the stuff he comes with. All these fire effects. Now imagine if these fire effects do combine with said weapons, and now you've got some kind of crazy looking, fire blast. Oh, second thing. Speaking of rumors, even though someone did post on Instagram the other day that it is rumored that they are going to retool this as 86 Megatron, even though Evan and all of them said, no, we're not. And I can see why people still think that. They're not going to. I now after seeing the picture of him being that much taller than 86 Optimus, I don't see it happening. I don't. But I don't. We could all be wrong. We could all be right. I don't know. We'll find out when they officially reveal it. Until then, I mean, Romulus is not looking bad. I know Romulus does not have the shoulder cannon and the stock shoulder cannon, the silencer or the stock. Speaking of barrels, that is the one thing that throws me off and makes me think they will use that piece with Megatron. 86 Megatron, that is. But if anything, yeah, I think they'll just give some of Megatronus's pieces to him, but it'll be a new toy. Anyway, this is your buddy, the 14th Prime. Look at these giant pictures of Metroplex, Iron Fortress. This is ridiculous. I got to start pushing this wall out and figuring out how I'm going to put my window. I got to have this. Got to have this. My birthday coming too? Yeah. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime.